streaming live here from the So Computer office. First time doing this, so let me just adjust my sound. Okay. Cool. So today I'm going to be working on my ZoSpace, and I'm going to be making a directory site. So on the team, we want to collect bios and like LinkedIn profiles, and also like a description of everybody's like ZoSpace, so we can put that on our website and share what we're building inside of Zo. So I'm going to build a little setup inside of my site. I've kind of wanted this for a while, just like a team directory, everybody's photo, some information about everybody, and their bio. And I want it to be editable, so I want like team members to be able to come and like, use the little ZoSpace site to edit their profile information. So let's start building it. I'm going to be using my ZoSpace to do this, and I've done some setup with my ZoSpace already that'll make this easier. So I'll just walk through kind of like what I have so far. Basically, I have this like private page in my ZoSpace called settings, and this is like my basically admin page. It's internal to me, and I can like configure different things for different ZoSpace pages. And I'll be using that here probably. What drives this settings page right now is this public.yaml file, which is just YAML is a configuration format similar to JSON, and I just have one of these in my workspace, and this is just what powers basically this ZoSpace settings page, which edits it. So let's see. I'm going to get a little situated here. So I have this team DB file. It's just a simple SQLite database. It has everybody on the team, and in this directory, got this social document also. I just made a note here with everybody's LinkedIn profiles. So I was thinking that I would basically use this to get everybody's profile pic and put that into this directory folder. So it's a simple task for Zo to do. I think this should work pretty well. So let me just try to do that. So I'm going to use Whisperflow here. So Zo, can you go to all of these LinkedIn profiles and get the profile image for the person, like scrape it, and then save that into this directory folder. Let's put it into a subfolder, like let's call it images or something. And then, just everybody's name as an image with their profile photo from their LinkedIn page. Cool. Okay, let's try running this. We'll give that a sec. So as you can see, I'm using DeepSeek here. DeepSeek is probably the best value for performance right now, so that's why I'm using DeepSeek. It's been my go-to recently, but the model frontier is always changing, so I'm also always like testing out different things. I'm going to delete this chat, and let's see what else I want to do here. So this will just be like part of the information that I'll need. I kind of need to like plan out what I'm going to do here a little bit, so I'm just going to riff live. So basically, I'm going to want a ZoSpace page that is editable, and maybe I can call it like directory. So if I'm getting started on like a new ZoSpace page, I'll just create like an empty thing, but I have to decide on a name. I guess we can call it directory or team or something. It'll be a public space page. So ZoSpace pages can be either private or public. Let's just start that. Let's create a new ZoSpace page. Let's call it directory, and let's have it read from the directory/team.db file. Probably have to create like an API or something for it to read from that SQLite file. And I just want to display a simple list of every team member in that directory. Okay. Let's see how the other task is going over here. Okay, yeah, so looks like Zoe's going, testing out one LinkedIn profile. So I think that'll work pretty well. Let's take a look at this team DB. I'll make a new chat and just make sure that it like looks the way that I want. This is just a simple team DB that I made. Let's remove Joyce, actually. Joyce doesn't officially join the team yet. And then everybody else here is on the team. I think I got everybody. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, something I do want to do is actually add like a join date to everybody, maybe like a birthday. But I'll do that later. I don't have that information at hand right now. Okay, let's see. Got it. Okay, so clicking on this one. There's some other stuff that I need to do, so I'll just take a step back again and think about this. So as you can see, my workflow with Zoe is often using parallel chats. So there's usually like a few different things that I can parallelize to get going on something on like kind of brand new build like this. So I use parallel chats a lot. I'm just thinking about what else I want to do here. So basically, everybody on the team will also have a Zoe handle because I'll want to show their Zoe space pages. So basically what I'm thinking about right now is like how I want to like update the database structure. So this is what we call the schema of the database. Thinking if we need more columns here. So one column that we definitely need is Zoe handle. Maybe I'll just call this like Zoe. And I don't actually know everybody's handle, so I can collect this information. That's kind of part of the point of this exercise is that everybody will be able to like edit their own handle. So let's start that task. So let's add a Zoe column here, just ZO as the column name. And I want to basically fill it with everybody's handle. Ben's handle is 0. Rob Chung's handle is just Rob. Anthea is Ferry. Joanna is Joanna Carrillo. John LaFriere is John Liff. Let's just start there, and I'll continue filling this out later. Okay, so some of this, I'm just editing the transcription. I'm using Whisperflow, by the way, for transcribing stuff. And obviously, transcription is not always perfect, especially for stuff like this. All handles should be lowercase. Yeah, cool. Okay, to the DB. Great. So let's have that one start going. Here's, oh no, so there's a chat. Okay. Scraping LinkedIn, right? Here's the chat. Got it. Okay, so LinkedIn scraping is still going. And let's see. So, okay, this one's a little bit confused because I removed choice, which is fine. I think there's a way in this new agent runtime. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, so we have this new feature. This is a preview of our V2 agent runtime where I can basically say like this is similar to by the way, like /btw in Cloud Code, where I can basically interrupt the agent. So I noticed that the agent was getting confused here because I had removed choice from the database. So this is just letting the agent know what happened there. Let's see. Okay, so now we're updating the database. Let's refresh this. Cool. I guess we haven't done it yet. Let's check out this LinkedIn scraping. Okay. Well, it looks like it, because I was figured out how to do this. I got Danny's high resolution image. It's just trying to figure out how to really do that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, nice. So this, by the way, worked quite well, which is good. Nice. While this stuff is going, I just actually want to check out the stream online and share it in our Discord. I want to make sure people know that this is happening. So here we go. Just open Discord over here. It's a computer. Oh, I want to continue the browser. Continue. Nice. Okay. Continue browser. Good. I am logged in. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Well, don't mind me right now. I'm just going to be posting links to the live stream. We're taking a break for a little sec. Build Inzo. Cool, so I'm just posting this in Discord. I'm going to grab the YouTube link. YouTube, so computer. Cool. Share, copy, YouTube. And yeah, just while I'm doing this, we are in our Zo Computer office in Bushwick. You may notice some people hanging around, walking by. Maybe we'll do some burpees later. So you get to just hang out with us. So I think I'm also streaming on LinkedIn. Let's see. I'm using Restream for the first time. Actually, I haven't done that much with Restream before. Here we go. Cool. Okay. Share. Copy link. Great. And back to my Zo. Linked in. Okay. Just bear with me one more second as I post to our Telegram community. So we do all sorts of events with Zo. We have a good live build session happening tomorrow, I think. Ching will be doing this like demo of his Zo setup. He's building a one-man AI hedge fund, which is super cool. And we also have various communities that I'm just posting these links to. So I'm just going to post to my company Slack as well. By the way, Trans, do you mind checking the sound quality at some point? Or anybody here just want to feel like pop? Oh, I guess Ray can do it. I posted in Slack. Just tune into one of the streams and just make sure it sounds reasonable. Cool. As you can see, I just have somebody on the team here. Everybody's here. A bunch of people here in this office. You might make it to meet them later. Cool. There you go. So back to the stream. I have this directory page on my Zo space. Let's check it out. Directory. Nice. Oh, yeah. cool. Looks like that worked out pretty well. So I decided to have these phone number icons. What's that about? Interesting. Oh, it's on-call schedule. Got it. Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of useful. Yeah, I guess people will be able to like change their on-call days as well using this. Nice. That's quite useful. Okay, it got my, as you can see here, it put in 0 with my subspace handle is actually 0, like the number 0. So then subspace is 0. Fix that. I'll just fill in everybody else's handles too. So Tiff, it's Tiff. Francesca's. Maria's definitely Hatsune Miku. Okay, cool. How's it sound, Ray? Good? Sick. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Nice. Okay, let's go to the scraping task. Okay, so looks like Zoe is trying to get the high resolution image here, and I'm just trying to think if I should maybe give it a little help. I was trying various methods to scrape the image. Yeah, I don't know. I think Zoe can do this, so let's see how it goes. Okay. Yeah, so let's take a look at our space page, this directory. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's make it dark mode and oh, actually, I did remember something I should do. So here, well, I can queue this up actually. So let's take a look at the social, oops, not that one, social.md, right? Yeah, so on this file with linked in URLs and add a LinkedIn column to everyone with their linked in URL. Okay. And then, yeah, I think we'll send next. I think send next is a default. Let's just try this. I haven't actually, oh yeah, cool, nice. So we've got this queuing feature, which is quite useful. Okay, let's see if I need to queue up anything else. So this is my, like database thing. It would be nice to rename these chats. So I'm gonna just call this like TeamDB. Sometimes when I'm like working on a bunch of chats, I like to just like, name them so that it's easy to remember which is which. So this one is kind of like my ZoSpace chat. And then this other chat, which is like linked in scraping. Yeah, cool. Great. So I was going to make some edits to this. Let's see. I think I basically want to put everybody in the same. I don't want these like 2 engineering and growth sections. I just want 1. And yeah, okay, I'll just make a few edits here. So let's make this dark mode, and let's not separate engineering and growth. Let's just have 1 table listing everybody with tags for the team that they're on. And let's just make it more compact. I want it to be quite compact. Just like use your design engineering skills and make it look a little nicer. Oh shit. Okay, cool, that did work. Great. Cool. Let's check out some other things here. Okay, nice. So we're now enriching the team database with LinkedIn URLs, and let's check out this LinkedIn scraping task. Okay, this seems promising. Yeah, I think this will figure it out. I have faith in Yuzo. I'm just thinking if I need to give it some other directions here. I think it'll be okay. Um, cool. Let me just think about what else I might want to add here. So, yeah, I was going to actually do something. So basically, I need to think of a system that will let basically team members edit their pages in my ZoSpace, and this is just a general pattern of like making like a privately accessible page. In the future, we'll make this easier on Zo, like let you have like multi-user auth to like access certain pages. But for now, I can do something a little bit janky. And I think the way that I'll do this is it's kind of silly, but it's actually not a terrible approach for a lot of cases. So I'll just make like a secret setting in my settings space page that like only I can access, and I'll be able to like refresh this secret and then share it with people, and then anybody with the secret will be able to edit a private ZoSpace page. I'll just have one secret token for now, just to keep things simple. Obviously, this is like a pretty janky way to do like authentication, but this is actually like totally viable and fine for this use case because it's like there's nothing that important in my ZoSpace page. It's actually fine if like somebody comes and edits this stuff. Yeah, I think this is a good pattern. So let's map this out. So basically, I have this public YAML file, and this is like, as I said before, all of my configuration for my Zo. And the name of it, public.yaml, is actually not quite correct, but that's fine. I just like started with public.yaml, and I can rename it later. It's just kind of a pain. Okay, so basically I'll add like a secrets. So the reason I like YAML is that it's kind of easy to read and edit. Even though my AI edits it, it's just like, you can have like comments in YAML, and it's like formatted in a more human readable way than JSON, which is the other approach for like these configuration files. So I like YAML. I'm going to add, let's see. I don't want to like over engineer this. So I can really just have like a secret field. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. I want to add a secret field to this YAML file, and I want it to be editable in my settings space page. Basically, an input field with the secret and a button, like a refresh button to the right of the input field to generate a new secret. The secrets should be basically a mix of upper and lowercase and numbers randomly generated, and just pre-fill it with something reasonable, and set up the settings space so that it's easy to regenerate these. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Okay. And I'm gonna call this space settings as this chat. Okay. Let's take a look at that LinkedIn scraping. So it's still going. Man, so this is an example of a task where like basically Zo has to like go and figure out a bunch of stuff. It's a good candidate for turning into a skill, so that Zo doesn't have to like kind of relearn how to do all this later. So gotta remember to make this a skill once we finish this task. Let's go take a look at some of these other things. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at the team DB now. Nice. So we have a bunch of new things. Oh, it's missing my LinkedIn URL. Cool. Oh, wait. Huh? Okay, so this thing went and started editing the space as well, this chat above team DB, which is fine. Yeah, let's take a look at what we've got here in our directory. Nice. Okay, it's dark mode. Slightly better. Obviously, the names are kind of funky. Yeah, this is a fine starting point, I guess. This GitHub column doesn't need to be there. I'll take a crack at that later. Okay, let's take a look at the space settings thing. Okay. Yeah. Scripts. Edit public handle. Okay, yeah, interesting. I guess Zoe put this scripts thing together, which, so sometimes I do inspect under the hood in my Zoe, just so I could like reorganize some stuff. And so I decided to put this edit public handle thing in the scripts directory, which I guess is fine. I could maybe like do something better here, but yeah, this is fine. So basically, like with my Zoe, I like to keep my workspace pretty organized, and I'll like every once in a while like kind of refactor stuff so that things are in a more organized setup. But I also just let it kind of like grow first and then refactor later. But it is good to like keep good hygiene with like your file organization, in my opinion. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so this TeamDB thing is going. Oh no. Yeah, so this chat started to edit my space as well, which is fine. I'm sure it's doing reasonable stuff here. Okay, so it reverted back to this light mode thing, which is a little unfortunate. It's kind of the problem when you start to like do multiple agents working on kind of similar stuff. Like the same space page in multiple chats. Generally, I try to not do that because this type of thing tends to happen, which is fine. Anyway, I'll just maybe remove this chat so I can just work from here on my space page, and then okay. Oh, I don't know why this chat stopped. Continue. Updating settings. Okay. Okay, the sentence thing is really struggling a bit. It's okay though. Let's see what else I want to do. So space settings, it's still going. It's TeamDB thing. Okay, right. So it got confused because basically Zoe decided to start editing the space directory, which I guess I just found. I don't think I'd even told it about the space directory thing. So I guess realized that I have this Zoe space with this directory page and wanted to update it after I was adding these Zoe handles in this chat. So that's why I got kind of confused and like reverted the changes and is now making some additional changes of itself. We'll make this better. We'll make kind of like multi-agent coordination work better. We have a lot of thoughts on that. But yeah, it's actually relevant to this new agent runtime that I'm using, which is how I've been doing stuff like by the way and like queuing up chats. Okay, well, yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. Maybe I won't do dark mode anyway. I actually kind of like the way this is looking. Yeah, so as you can see, this is all of our team members, basically engineering and growth, non-engineering. Yeah, okay. So this is looking pretty good. So, yeah. Actually, Maybe I can do something about this on-call thing. Should render a little nicer. Yeah, so the on-call number here is actually the day of the week. I think it's 1 indexed. Yeah. Should probably change some of these on-call things a little bit. It's missing a 3 here, I just realized, a Wednesday. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, a pretty small edge team. Right. Okay, so let me just make some edits to the database and the directory page. So for on-call, let's make Danny actually on-call on 2 days, on 4 and 3, so Thursday and Wednesday. So this means that we have to maybe change the data type of this column, and also the things that read it. I think only 2 things rely on this. Oh, shit, that wasn't transcribing. That was silly. Oh no. Okay, so let's change this on-call column so that it accepts 2 numbers. Might have to change the data type of the column. And there are 2 things that depend on this. There's both the directory page, which you're editing, and also this stand-up skill, which you'll just need to edit the prompt of, I think. So take a look at both those and do this refactor. Okay. Looks like LinkedIn scripting didn't work. Interesting. So let me try afresh. This should be possible. So let's use your use web page. Oops. Yeah, so basically use web page tool. So this use web page tool is using like Zo's built-in browser. I think that should work a little bit better to look at LinkedIn. To just look at Danny's LinkedIn and try to grab the profile photo. Just try surgically once so we can get the proof of concept working. Yeah, let's try that. And okay, so this is going well, and this, it's just chugging along. Okay. So we actually got a Danny image. Oh, that's not Danny, that's me. It's funny. Okay. It's definitely not working just yet, but it should be easy to sort out. This is a kind of a slow way to get everybody's profile photos anyway. I think I have them in other places as well. I just wanted to try this workflow. Let's see. Yeah, there's some other stuff that I actually wanted to do in my Zo, so maybe I'll take a look at that right now. Clean up my Zo space a little bit. Yes, I made this fun little thing for Singapore meetup. Actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll keep it as a reference. Let's see. Yeah, I find this a little bit annoying. This little pretext widget. So I might remove that actually. Yeah, so on my ZoSpace homepage, let's remove the bio component with the little pretext circle sphere thing. So the whole bio component that's copyable and this pretext thing, just remove it completely. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm just like going through some stuff that I vibed recently. So in Singapore, I was doing this presentation about like killing SaaS tools. I made this little kill your SaaS widget. It's really pretty nice. Yeah, this actually could be a cool little calculator on our website at some point. Yeah, it'd be nice. So another thing that I have in my Zo that I made recently is this like to-dos tracker. And I'm just going to add a to-do to make a public calculator from kill SaaS space tool on our marketing site. And yeah, I had some ideas as well to like add unsplash image search. Yeah, anyway, you can take a look at my to-dos. Okay. So I know this is taking a while to get to like the final setup that I want, but we can actually probably make some more progress here. It's mostly because I'm setting up some kind of foundational stuff that'll make this type of thing easier in the future. The main foundation for me is this like kind of password protected space page thing, which just requires this like public YAML setup. Yeah, let's see. Okay. So it looks like we did the migration. I'll just check on the DB. So now we have this on-call column that I guess I didn't update Danny yet. Okay, Danny needs to be on call on 3,4 and make sure that everything gets updated properly. I think that's a good enough prompt. Okay. So let's check out my homepage. Let's make sure that this works. Oh, whoa. Oh no. Got this error. Please fix it. So it looks like DeepSeek left a bug in my ZoSpace homepage, which is fine. Easy to fix. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so Danny's on call now on 3.4. Cool, that shows. Now update the directory page so that instead of like the phone number icon in 3.4, it displays just the day of the week. So these represent days of the week. 0 is Sunday, and just use that to display the right day for on call. Okay, I'll play some tunes also. So while we're waiting, I'm just gonna be DJing here. Put on an album. Here's what I'm playing right now. I'm playing James K's Friends album, which is my favorites recently. It's really good. Yeah. And then, of course, on my Space page, you can always see what I'm playing. I just have my nice little widget here that shows what I'm playing on Spotify. I was just playing Tony. Really like this Tony album, Sibiri. And I'm playing James K. Just gonna check on Discord. Let's check on our stream. Got some people watching. Sorry, I was just taking a break to check on the stream. Seems like we're doing okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this directory page. Nice. Okay. I'm just going to keep making some edits to make it look a little nicer. Let's update the page so that instead of like splitting by engineering and growth, we just have one list, one table. Yeah, let's also make it possible to click into somebody to see like a dedicated page for them. Let's make it like a single page app though, or like, do this in like a smart way. Maybe it's like I click on somebody and it like updates a URL parameter, and then that displays the person, like get the person profile. Yeah, let's try that. So the way that this works, like your ZoSpace page, it's like a 0.0.space/directory. So each page is like a separate path, as we call it, on your ZoSpace site. And what I asked for just now in this prompt was basically a way to like reuse this page, but for seeing a particular person. So what we'll hopefully do here is like make it possible to click on somebody, store that in the URL param, and then just view that person directly. Hopefully that works. I'm actually not sure how well that'll work in this kind of like preview browser thing. So I might regret this decision, but let's see how that goes. Yeah, it's definitely possible to support that. I just don't know if our like kind of little preview thing here will work that well if I like navigate around. But let's just see how that goes. So yeah, this bio thing did get fixed properly. So this task is done. Oh yeah, let's check out this LinkedIn scraping thing. Okay, nice. It's actually going well. So we did Danny, and Nazo is doing everybody. So let's just take a look and make sure that it's actually working well. That's not Danny, that's me. I don't know how that happened. Huh. It is a high resolution image though. This must be from LinkedIn. So anyway, so it does know how to do this. It just got my profile photo. Interesting. Well, let's just see how that goes. So the other thing I can do while I'm waiting here is I can fill in some other profiles for people. Basically, I want to add another column to our TeamDB with X URLs. Should be pretty self-explanatory for most people. I just know everybody's, or know most people's handles by heart. So this is Rob John, Rob Cobb on X. Don't remember. Oh yeah, Rob Cobbable, right? So yeah, just while we're doing stuff here, I do want to enrich TeamDB with all these people. Joanna Kirklow, Trans, .com/trans, right? Sure, John Liff is this. .com/John Liff. Oops. John Liff here. Right, cool. This is John. Who else missing? Tiff. That's my thing. Yeah. Anthea is new on Twitter, but does have one. Right. Anthea. Did I miss anybody? Ray isn't on Twitter. Oh yeah, Austin. Pretty sure that's Austin. Right. Cool. Yeah, so now we can add to the DB. Once this task is done, I'll do it. I want to, I can queue this up. Let's add a new column, X, just the letter X, and add X handles for everybody on the team who has one. Refer to social.md to get that data and add to the database, and then update the directory space page. Okay, probably looks pretty good. Let's queue it up. Interesting. Yeah, so looks like this chat figured out the issue where basically LinkedIn was just showing my own logged in profile page for some reason. Annoying. Yeah, scraping LinkedIn is kind of annoying. There's probably a smarter way to do this, but let's just see how it goes. Trans, do you mind tuning in and seeing if the music is too loud? Thank you. Is it good? Okay, sweet. Cool. Can you hear me talking when I talk over it? Okay. Cool. Sweet. Well, just checking out the sound, making sure it looks good. So, yeah. Okay, let's check out this LinkedIn scraping task. Seems promising. Let's see. Okay. Sweet. Tran says that the sound is good. Awesome. Let's check out the space settings page. Looks like so it's done here. Show the secret API key thing. Okay, great. Cool. Looks like this works. Let me just try refreshing. Nice. And then I have to save. Cool. And then let's check out public.yaml. And yes, it looks like the secret is synced. Okay. Cool. So I to call this like an API key here, which I guess is fine. Cool. So I was doing some other stuff just now. Right. Yeah, so let's see if the directory page maybe got some updates. Oh yeah, let's check this. Oh yeah, this does work. Nice, cool. So this like preview thing does work pretty well. You can click on user to see. It looks like Zoe's just verifying this for itself as well using its browser. Cool. A little bit annoyed about this LinkedIn scraping thing, but it's not really that important. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess like the way that these LinkedIn profiles are stored, that's fine. I was thinking that actually we could just store the handle, be a little nicer. I'll add that actually to this Team DB chat and just queue that up as well. So since basically like the reason I'm doing this all in one chat is because I'll be like editing the database schema, so it's nice to not have those kind of colliding on different parallel chats. So let's update the LinkedIn column so that it just displays just has the handle, and we add /in/handle in the UI. So e.g. Austin should store Okay, so we queue this up. Update for the DB and also space. Directory space page. Okay, let's queue that one up. Okay. So the space settings thing did work. So I guess now I could go and prototype this kind of editing thing with a secret. Yeah. So I think this will work quite nicely. Let's see. So. Oh, really? Oh. Is it? I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. Got some feedback. The music should be lower. So I think I'm like talking quite quietly right now. I guess I could also change the gain on my mic. Adjust the stream. Can I? So I can't adjust the gain here. Okay, well. Okay. Well, let's see. Can I have coffee too? Can I have a coffee too? Just like a cappuccino with oat milk. Thank you. Nice. Team's going out for coffee. Cool. Okay, so I was going to make an edit to this basically. I'm all set up now to basically allow editing space pages. Yeah, so I'm thinking about like the steps to do this seamlessly. Switch to Opus. Feeling a little rich today. Okay, I'm gonna start with like one surgical edit, and then I'll just do this like step by step. Oh shoot, I'm backstage. Oh no. Okay. Cool. I think I'm sorry. My audio maybe will cut out for a little bit because I was like editing the mic settings and possibly lost some audio there. But I think I'm back. Cool. Sorry, I'm just checking out the stream. Oh yeah, I've got some comments here. Whoa. Oh wow, nice. Cool. I'm just replying some comments. Thanks, Jeff, for holding. Cool. Nice. Sorry, I'm just catching up on this chat. Nice. Yeah, people like the By the Way feature. Yeah, it's going to be super useful. I've been queuing up a lot of stuff in the stream. It's coming out soon. Yes, so Kareem, to use AI credits, you actually have to subscribe to use the promo AI credits. That's just kind of the mechanic right now. Actually, only let you use the credits if you subscribe. That's just the mechanic right now, but we've been considering how it should work. Okay, cool. Back to the stream. Let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, I was going to do this thing, right? So basically what I'm doing now is I'm going to make these editable by people who have like an API key. So I'm going to start with, in the top right, an enter secret flow. So in the top right of this directory page, I want to add an enter secret flow where basically there's a button that shows a modal to enter a secret, and then that should basically add the secret to a URL param so that it just sticks around if I like navigate around like to different people on this directory page. So the URL param should stay there. If I click on a person, it should keep the secret URL query param. And the button should basically show if a secret has been added with like a truncated preview of the first few characters of the secret. Let's just start there. Okay, DeepSeek could do this fine, so I'll just stay with DeepSeek. This is basically like a me really testing out DeepSeek flow. I haven't actually been using DeepSeek this much until today, but it's going pretty well. Okay. Right. So this was my chat about like updating my homepage, which it did quite well. I removed this like annoying pretext thing at the top. Yeah, cool. And I guess it decided to also at some point update this like kind of top artist thing, which is quite nice. It's actually better now. So nice work. So I didn't catch you doing that, but that was cool. Okay, let's stop that chat. Go back to LinkedIn scraping. Oh no. So I think what happened here actually is it's a long task and it timed out. I'm just going to switch to Opus here and see if that helps us a little bit. Okay, so it seemed like you figured out how to do this in this chat. Please continue. And yeah, let's just start with one person like Danny and get that working, and then stop. And then we can do the rest of the people. I just want to make sure we can get this working with one person. Okay, so I switched to Opus over here. Right, so I was making some DB updates over here. I was adding X profiles, and I guess queued up here. I'm also updating just the way that LinkedIn works. So it looks like we have X profiles here, which is great. Nice. I'm curious if Francesco has an X account. No, that's not the real Francesco. Okay, so maybe not. Cool. Okay, cool. So got this LinkedIn scraping thing going. Oh yeah, I was working on this secrets thing. Cool. I'm just thinking about if there's any other things I can do in parallel. I made this link tree page, which I don't really like the way this looks. It's kind of vibe coded. Or I guess Linktree just looks like this in general with this like kind of gradient background. I'm not sure if that's really my style. Just gonna make it dark mode. Okay, let's just do that while I'm hustling over here. Yeah. So this Linktree page is actually kind of nice. It could be nice if I just made it look a little cooler. Basically, I can like in my space settings add arbitrary links to this link tree down here. So like I added my album on Bandcamp. Yeah. Okay. Let's just restyle this link tree. Let's restyle the link tree page, the links page on my ZipSpace. I want to make it dark mode, and I don't like this gradient background. Just like the dark background is fine. want to make it more minimal and chic, use your design engineering skills to make this look more modern. Okay, this is pretty, we'll see how Zoe does with this prompt, but it should be fine. Opus is good. Okay, not a very well-defined prompt, but just call this link tree. Oh no. Interesting. Okay, continue, try again. Yeah, this is good. This chat is good feedback for us on just making scraping easier to do. This has been way too hard. But, Okay, what I'm really focusing on right now is this secret setup. So, yeah, I guess this is on the directory page. Yeah, it's just adding the modal state. Okay. Let me just start over on this chat. So sometimes if you start getting these errors in the chat, I think there's basically some kind of corrupted data here in the chat. So I'm just going to start anew. Stuff may bug and I should fix it. But yeah, this whole scripting thing is kind of painful. Okay. I guess I could also try scripting Twitter. Might be a little easier that way. Okay, let's try this another way. Let's go to Danny's X profile and grab his profile image, save it to directory/images, and find his X URL in X handle in directory team.tv. Yeah. Don't really need to be using Opus for this. Okay, so basically, I don't want to get a workflow really working. It's better to start small and just get kind of the MVP or the proof of concept going in a chat, and then you can start to run it with multiple people or turn it to skill. So I just want to get this working in a very simple fashion. So let's call this profile image scraping. Yeah. Okay. Take a look at the link tree. Yeah, this looks decent. It does look better. Yeah, this is more my style, I guess. Cool. Nice. Yeah, you can add some more links here too. Just thinking. This is fine for now. I just want to test out this flow, adding a new link. So we can add a Substack link. Why am I on Substack? It's my Substack profile. I think I'm on that. I don't really remember. All right, here we go. Here's my Substack profile. Right. Okay, yeah. Let's add a Substack link. I'll just confirm that that got added. It did. Nice. Sweet. Great. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing here? Okay, so the space settings thing is struggling a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, I see why. Yeah, it's getting a little confused here because I'm doing some other stuff in the directory page. Yeah, I'll stop this chat. So on the simulation runtime, I guess the stop button didn't stop at the point that I expected. I guess it'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, so basically the problem here is that there's some clobbering between these two chats, which are kind of working on similar stuff. They're both working on the directory page, so yeah, that's why things are getting a little confused, I guess. I guess the stop did work after that finished. I guess the up next did happen. It's fine. I guess I can just do this later. I'm just going to wait for this one to finish up. Yeah, and delete this link tree chat down here. Yeah, I'm just going to check back in on the stream and the comments. Just typing the chat. Cool. Yeah, where else I? Yeah, let's check out this directory page. I think so. It has made some progress here. Yeah, cool. So I can now add a secret. Great. Let's try to enter it. Save. Nice. Cool. And I can click around and keep the secret. Great. And the secret stays there here. Okay, cool. So that seems pretty good. Good foundation. The next step in this chat, I will ask so to make it editable. Make different fields editable when you click in and you have a secret. Yeah. And obviously this secret is easy to rotate for me. I can just go into my settings or update this public YAML and just update the secret. So yeah, I think that should work quite well. Just thinking about what I want to be editable here. Yeah. These things like, yeah. It's really what I'm interested in letting people edit is a bio, and I guess like their so handle, and maybe like a description of their so space. Yeah, so a bunch of different things that I actually want to do here. Cue this up later. Okay, nice. The scraping thing worked on X, which I guess is just like a little more. Yeah, okay, great. So X is going to work for scraping. Let's delete this one. I don't think it's ever pulled the right one. Yeah. So LinkedIn, not good for scraping is the lesson, but X works. Okay. Let's make a skill. That scrapes info from an X profile. Let's call it scrape X profile. Scrape the image into directory / images. And let's also scrape the bio. So we can keep it simple. I'm just thinking if we could like make this look a little more reusable in the future. Let's just keep it like this, just a simple skill. Switch to Opus to make the skill actually. Yeah, so I have this thing that I want to do. I'm cleaning up the LinkedIn column, which I guess I could do right now. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do that. This chat's basically done. Okay, cool. Let's make a new chat here. It's generally good to make new chats. So this is team.db. Let's continue doing like an add mention here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just doing a tiny like kind of housekeeping thing where basically like these LinkedIn profile data entries are like too long. You don't need this linkedin.com/in thing, so I'm just kind of refactoring that. Yeah. I can just delete this chat or close it, not delete it. This chat's basically done. This one is making the skills. I guess it's referencing this X post skill, which is, yeah, I guess reasonable reference. So I have some other X scripting stuff. But yeah, okay. And the reason that I'm making a skill again here is that basically, like, as you can see, a lot of discovery happened. Like, so I did a bunch of like exploration to figure out how to grab the profile image here from an X profile, and now I'll just have like a nice skill that kind of helps so just like do the workflow without doing all this exploration to learn how to do it first. Cool. Okay, nice. This LinkedIn thing, this refactor finished. Nice. Let's make sure the directory page looks good. Great. Some things are kind of funny here, like this X icon is just X. It's not right. Okay. Let's do some visual polish here. The X icon should be an actual X icon. I think you should be able to find that pretty easily. And let's make these links for GitHub and X as well. Like when I click into the profile view, it should be a real link. Yeah, let's do that. Queue up another thing here. I was thinking that these team tags don't look very good. Maybe aren't even necessary. Yeah. Let's also remove the display of the team tag, like engineering your growth. We don't need that. And let's add like a label that describes on-call before these like Wednesday and Thursday badges, like the on-call badges, maybe like a label on top. And let's make it like more compact too. It's a little large. Make the like day of week chips smaller. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of a big prompt, but it should work fine. Cool. Okay, so the skill works here now. And I can switch to a smaller model and just run this skill. Okay, now run the skill for everybody in team.tb with an X handle. So should already know what I'm talking about in this conversation when I say team.tv, but I'll just mention it anyway. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I was just like verifying this secret thing, which I already verified manually. Sometimes it's useful to like tell Zoho to like not go and verify stuff if you like think it's easy to verify yourself. So like here I could have maybe saved some time. I could also just stop. So let's just stop it because I've already verified the secret modal that it added works now. Cool. So I think in this new agent runtime, the stop button maybe needs some work. Again, this is like a new version of the chat of what we call the agent runtime that we're working on, which will enable a lot of like nice stuff. It already enables stuff like by the way, or like queuing new messages, and also be part of like letting you work with multiple agents more easily. It's still in beta though, so we're just like testing it out internally. Okay. Okay, so it looks like made some updates to this directory page. Looks good. Nice. Okay. Yeah, much better. Looks like the links didn't actually work though. Just refresh to make sure this is the latest. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna grab a screenshot here and just show so. So the links for GitHub and X are not clickable links right now. Rename this chat to like directory space. Okay, sorry, I just took a break to add this feedback both stop button. Just told our team. Okay. Nice. So it looks like the scraping probably worked. Okay, and yeah, now these links are clickable. Great. The LinkedIn link is blue, but the others aren't. I'm just doing a styling thing. I like non-blue. Make it consistent. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this chat is, oh, it did stop. Okay. Okay, so I think this secret entry thing is done. So I think I'll just go from, I'll close this kind of like directory styling chat. I'm just working on the directory page here, basically. Rename it. Directory space. Okay. So what am I going to do now? I guess I want to add like a bio. And well, I guess there's some other things I want to do here. So I want the Zo handle to link to their Zo space on the directory page. So like if the user has a handle, it should display a link. And this should be like not in the links below, but like in the header. And it should say like, handle.zo.space, like 0.zo.space or hatsunemiku.zo.space. And I'm going to start there. Yeah, I guess it'd be nice if it just said like .zo. But link to handle.zo.space. So don't show @0, instead show 0.zo.space in a badge, both in the list view and the detail view for the person next to their name. Okay. Keep using DeepSeek here, I guess. Okay. Oh, maybe the Joanna. Oh, yeah. Oops. So, Joanna's handle has a typo. It's Joanna Carrillo. Fix the DB. And I'll do a beat by the way thing here. Yeah, send now. But I think the profile scraping did work, which is good. Yeah, worked okay. guess it saved scraped information here, which is like fine, pretty good. Let's check out these images. Looks like they are working. Okay, yeah. I guess like if I were to update the skill, it's like JSON would have been nicer here, but it's fine. Yeah, still works okay. I'll probably revise the skill a little bit so it like puts the data in like a more structured place. So even this like images directory, maybe we could call it like scraped. Yeah, that'd be a nice way to organize things probably. Yeah, I'm not sure how to like, sorry, I'm just responding in the chat. Not sure how to like share system audio properly. This would be a better way to do this. Just gonna poke around a little bit in Restream while we're waiting. Audio. Yeah, I guess must be like a clever way to like merge audio. Let's see. Yeah, I'll figure out the music setup next time. I do think it's nice to have some music, but yeah, I guess it can't be disruptive. Okay, let's see. So we made some updates to the directory page. Let's take a look. Gotta refresh this. Oh, it's still working. Okay. Okay, so I actually was able to use Xsearch here, or just like search the web and find the issue. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Looks like we got some crypto spam here, so please ignore anything about tokens associated with SoComputer. We have no affiliation. It's very annoying that people do that, and they're all scammers. Let's see. Okay, cool. So it updated my directory page. Let's take a look. Nice. Okay, cool. So this opens up my ZSpace. Great. Okay, so the next thing that I was going to do, switch to Opus here. Basically, I want to add 2 fields to the team database, a bio and a space description. So basically, I want everybody to be able to customize their bio and space description, and I want this to be editable if you have entered a secret. So let's add a bio and space underscore description field to the team.db, and I want to display these in the directory when you click in, and also, yeah, I guess just when you click into somebody in the directory. And I want these to be editable input fields if you have a secret, a valid secret. And again, validity should be checked against the secret in public.yaml. And if you don't have a secret in the query param, it should just be a read-only description. Yeah, let's try that. Display, just checking out this prompt, seems reasonable. Cool, let's queue this up. Okay, so the profile scraping worked, which is great. Let me just make sure that Joanna is scraped properly. Great, okay. Cool. Let's see. So I guess one thing that I could do here is I could basically have these profile images get referenced in our team database. Should be easy to do, but this chat is also doing some updates, so kind of want to wait for that. Cool. Let's check out our stream. Waiting for this. Cool. Yeah, just replying in the chat. Oh, yeah, we do have gym rack. Yeah, it's a pretty nice rack. Just gonna do a little tour of our office while I'm doing some waiting here. Yeah, that's our rack. We have a Peloton also. Yeah, this is the office. A little office tour. We're actually moving to a bigger office soon. We're growing the team, but this has been our home for a while now. We're moving nearby. We're in Bushwick, and we're moving to like right across from Say Coffee. If you're familiar with Bushwick, we're off of the Morgan L stop. Okay, so yeah, this profile image scraping did work. I guess some people don't have LinkedIn, so who does, or sorry, don't have Twitter accounts, have an X account in team? And I'll just go grab those profile images manually. So I can start. I already know that Francesco is one of them, so I'll grab this profile image here. Francesco. And I think Ray. Grab Ray too. And I'll just upload these manually to my Zoho. Oops, it's over here. So Ray and Francesco uploading, just dropping these two images. Oops. That's weird. It's a strange bug. Let's try uploading. Okay, cool. Yeah, dragging and dropping was strange. Might be a bug there. Okay, well, in any case, basically, essentially, like, oh, weird. I have two team.dbs. Strange. Very weird. No, okay. That was just a temporary UI bug. Opus is being very slow here. Annoying. Okay, let me just check on the stream real quick. Okay, I'm just going to repost this from my X account. One of my content creator arc. A little corny. Okay. Cool. Here we go. So let's see. Okay, great. So what am I going to do here? Basically, I want to add another column to the team database referencing all these images for each person. Should be pretty easy to do. But here, I'm also adding bio and space fields to the database, which I think maybe we already did in this chat. I think so, did that just now. So let's just check bio. It's not yet. I think so. Still kind of exploring here. Just reading files. Yeah, you're right. Just ran a SQLite read command on the schema. So yeah, not done yet. I can queue this up. So let's add an image column to the database, and it should reference a workspace path. All the images are in directory/images. I dropped in Francesco and Ray's images here manually. So just make sure all the path references are correct. I guess something that I could do, yeah, to make this a little nicer, yeah, I'm going to do 2 steps here. I just want to clean up these image names. So let's actually clean up these image names so that they are first name underscore last name for each person. I also dropped in Ray and Francesco, which we'll see in the images folder. Okay, so I should be able to do this quite easily. And then after that's set up, it should be pretty easy to reference. I guess I won't even really need these references in the database, but it'd be nice. Anyway, I'll check in on that later. Yeah, so I was a little bit confused. I guess it saw this old team.db file. So yeah, I previously had this team.db in the data folder. So somehow found a reference to that and got a little bit confused, I think. Just making sure it's doing the right thing. Yes. Yeah, this all seems pretty reasonable. Okay, cool. Yeah, so all that seems right to me. Nice. Ugh. Apologize for all the people showing this ZoComputer token. Again, we have no affiliation with it, and I'm blocking them from the restream chat so they won't appear in the future. Okay. Yeah, where's this other team.db file? I thought I had deleted it. Oh, it's still here. Okay, that's why I'm getting confused. Yeah, annoying. Okay, should be fine though. Maybe I'll do it by the way here. So the data/team.db file is legacy. I'm trying to remove it actually. So make sure everything references the new directory/team.db. Yeah. Cool. I'll do this as a send now. Yeah. Cool. Let's check in over here. Okay, we're renaming the images. Great. Okay, nice. It's doing a good job. So, is it? Saw the right names briefly. That's strange. Okay. Let's just check in on this directory page. Cool. All looks pretty good. And I guess if everything worked, we should have a bio in the database, right? Did we? Did you add that? Huh. I thought we had done that in that chat. Strange. Weird. Where'd my chats go? Well, I made a bunch of good progress here. I might actually pause the stream and just eat some lunch. Yeah, but you can kind of get the sense for what I'm doing here. Yeah, I was gonna do a little bit more here to make editable bios and let people edit their Zo handles. But you kind of get the idea. I'll just end with kind of a walkthrough and end the stream now. And so basically, I made this directory Zo space page, which is just everybody on the team. And the goal here is for people to be able to edit it with a special secret. And that secret gets configured in my kind of admin Zo space page. It's a private space page. And I can create a secret here. I can rotate it. I'll rotate it after the stream. And that all gets powered by this like YAML file in my Zo. This is just my kind of like configuration file for space things. Yeah, that's it. That's the stream. Yeah, Zo is really good for building kind of internal tools for yourself or for your team. This is just one example. It's quite simple. But this team directory actually will be quite nice. I think there's a lot of things that I'll be able to do with this as a kind of baseline foundation. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, thank you for joining the stream, everybody. Oh, hey, Jay, just got here. Well, for people who just arrived, sorry, I'm about to end the stream, but this was fun. First time streaming. Guess I've been here for nearly 2 hours. Wow, time flies when you're having fun streaming. So see you all next time. I'll be trying to do this pretty regularly. Whenever like I have an idea to build something in my Zo, I'll just go live and stream it. So yeah, stay tuned, and yeah, much more to come. See you guys.